The movie begins with International Airlines Flight 42 en route from Washington, D.C. to London. Captain William Strong, a seasoned pilot with a distinguished career, commands the aircraft alongside his co-pilot, Daniel Prentice. As the flight progresses smoothly, the passengers settle into their seats, unaware of the harrowing journey that lies ahead. Mid-flight, the calm atmosphere is shattered by unexpected turbulence. Ground control warns the pilots of an approaching storm, advising them to alter their course. However, Captain Strong, known for his boldness and confidence, decides to fly directly into the storm, much to the apprehension of his co-pilot and the concern of the passengers. The plane makes it through the storm. There are a few minutes of back and forth, and then Strong makes the decision to dip below cloud cover in order to try and get a bearing. As the plane navigates through the turbulent clouds, strange phenomena occur. Instruments malfunction, and the sky darkens inexplicably. Captain Strong, maintaining his composure, reassures the passengers over the intercom, attributing the anomalies to the Bermuda Triangle. Suddenly, the aircraft emerges from the storm and clouds, and they find themselves in the middle of a battle, surrounded by aerial battles and explosions. Planes are bombing a city and dogfights are taking place all around. Amidst the chaos, two passengers, history professors traveling to a conference, recognize the era as World War II. They rush to the cockpit, informing the crew that they have traveled back to 1940 and are positioned over France. Confusion and panic grip the passengers as they witness warplanes engaging in combat over a ravaged city below. Meanwhile, a troublemaker looks through a history of WW2 book and immediately becomes convinced they are in the past. He stands up and makes a big announcement about how the flight crew are lying to them, and they are now in 1940, and they have a responsibility to kill Hitler. A couple of army dudes in the back disagree, there is a scuffle on the plane, and finally the troublemaker is relegated to his seat. Eventually their flying around France gets them in touch with a British radio technician on the ground named Corporal Nigel Sheffield, who miraculously establishes communication with the aircraft. With his guidance, the crew embarks on a perilous mission to return to their own time. Right after the plane came below the clouds and turn on its lights, they are discovered by German jet fighter planes. The planes immediately start attacking what must in their minds be an impossibly massive jet plane. They face numerous challenges, including encounters with enemy fighter planes, mechanical failures, and dwindling fuel supplies. This huge plane is then able to outmaneuver those fighter jets. This fight is not without casualties though, because the co-pilot is shot and the landing gear is damaged. Pilot William Strong asks a flight attendant to take his place while he goes to investigate the landing gear. Among the passengers, he tells them the landing gear is fried and asks them for help. In the process, he recruits an engineer and a mechanic. The plane is being shot at by missiles. Fuel is becoming a problem, and despite setbacks and internal strife, crew think maybe they should try to find their way home instead of live out the rest of their days in alternate 1940 France. But they can't find the storm, so they decide to give the radar to the radio tech on the ground. So they strip the radar, the wounded co-pilot help open the door and throw the package over German territory, so the British go and retrieve it. After a terrible fight scene on the ground, the Brits recover the package and take it back to radio operator Corporal Sheffield. He hooks up the radar and locates the storm. In a dramatic climax, the crew must fend off attacks from both sides while desperately trying to initiate the return journey. In a final, adrenaline-fueled sequence, the aircraft enters the storm once more, braving the unknown forces of time and space. Miraculously, they emerge over modern-day Germany and make a successful emergency landing at an airport. As the passengers disembark, they are left to ponder the surreal events of their journey and the implications of their encounter with history. Among them, the elderly man who assisted them throughout the ordeal reveals himself as Corporal Nigel Sheffield, leaving a lingering sense of mystery and wonder.
If you enjoyed the story, please leave a like. And this other video that's probably appear on the screen now will likely move you to enjoy the session, and until the next video.